bring on our girl. Look, I love her spirit because I love people who have a gift and they willingly share the gift when they see it's needed for someone who is elevating. And that is what Martina does with me quite often. You know, she will see, she's like, I see where God is taking you. Like, there's so much in front of you, like that. I speak that all the time. There's so much more in front of you than behind you. But she doesn't just say that. Then she jumps in because she know I'm really not the tech part. Look, I speak for a living. That's what I do. I do it well. I connect. I engage with people. That's the gift God gave me. God did not give me the gift of tech skill. So she'll pop in and she'll just say, hey, Dr. Wood, press record. Or hey, Dr. Wood, don't forget this. Or hey, Dr. Wood, if you're trying to do this, you do this how you can do it. And that is such a beautiful spirit. I love people that have that type of spirit, that just lend their gifts when they can see that God is working through someone and taking that person someone, because that person is taking other people somewhere. Come on, amen, right? We are not going by ourselves. I am not going to the top by myself. I refuse. Y'all are coming with me. Every person, this team, these people that you see on screen, they're coming with, we're lifting as we climb. You don't climb no mountain by yourself. You climb with other people, so that when one person gets tired, the other person like, come on, no, we ain't giving up. We ain't quitting, let's go. And if they got to push you, they push you. So we lift as we climb. And I love that about Martina, that she just willingly lends her expertise in spaces that's not my expertise, because ain't none of us an expert in everything. I don't care how much money you make, how big your house is, how fancy your car is, how much of an expert you are in the thing, you're not an expert in everything. So I just wanted to give her that personal shout out, but I'm going to stop talking now and bring her to the stage. Martina Britt Yelverton, who I believe is queued up and ready, and she is going to be speaking to us on the topic, Unleashed and Unbothered. All right, my sister, the stage is yours.
Grand morning, great afternoon, great day all around to each and every one of you. If you are catching the replay, and as Natasha said, because we are global, there's no telling what time it is in your neck of the woods. But for those of you who are already plugged in on today to this SpeakerCon event live thus far, you know you have been blessed and are highly favored, because this is full of some good. My name is BrandMaster Martina Britt Yelverton, and I'm so excited to be here to share with you 3 steps, okay? 3 steps that I have used to become unleashed and unbothered and able to lend my gifts, as Dr. Wood just said. Just understanding that I'm blessed, right? So grab your pens, grab your pencils, but grab your favorite pad, because we are impacting lives and you do not want to lose these notes, okay? The very first thing that I would love it if you would do is write down the word unlearn. Many of us have gone through some programming that has allowed us to do things that we don't even think about, some automated, unthinking things. And allow me to share one of the things that you can do to unlearn some of that behavior. So some insight into my chapter, in the closing chapter of our latest collaborative effort, Unleash Your Undeniable Impact, is a can opener situation that went viral on Facebook, okay? So in case you missed it, just know and understand, most of us have been taught by our ancestors that if you take the can and you place that can opener on the side of the can, clip it and start to turn it, how many of you have been cut? I know I was cut several times, right? However, with all of these TikTok hacks and Facebook viral videos that show us some of these new and amazing things, believe it or not, guys, if you take the can opener and you place it on top of the can, clip it, turn it, guess what? It still opens the can and the lid comes off somehow smooth with no fear of you being cut. Crazy, I know. But it's true. So don't go and grab a can right now and try to test my theory. Just trust the BrandMaster. It's true. It works. Okay. My point is, right now, think about how many other things that you do on an automated basis that you don't even really think about. You get into your car, you grab your seatbelt, you latch it, you put your foot on the brake, you turn the ignition, you put the car in the drive, you look both ways, and then you drive. And sometimes you actually arrive at your destination and have no idea which route you took to get there. Why? because these are some of those automated things. These are some of those programmed things that you do because you just do it. You don't know why you do it. And some of these things you may have to unlearn because it could be bad behavior that is not allowing you to move forward. One of the ways that I've been able to unlearn some of my bad behavior, and I want to share that with you so that you can unleash and do what I had to do. I really had to begin to study myself, why I do some of the things that I do. I'm going to suggest that you do the same thing. Look at some of your behavior. Think about some of the automated things that you do, and I want you to dissect them. I want you to delve deeper, and I want you to determine if it actually makes sense. Does it serve you? And if it doesn't, I need for you to unlearn it. I need for you to find a better way to do it, a more valuable or more efficient or more economical way to do it, right? So that it can move you and propel you forward into whatever awaits you, right? So the next thing I need for you to do is I need for you to write down level up. Additionally, there are some things that you do and you do them quite well. Now, not a lot of the time I wanted to step in and say, hey, Dr. Cheryl, could you hit record? Because she is the Dr. Cheryl, right? But again, there's some things that I do well, and there are some things that others struggle with. The people around you in your network and your circle of influence may have no idea how to do that one thing that you thrive at, but they struggle with. Now, imagine if you took the opportunity to share with them some of the things that you do very, very well. It would make a world of difference in their life. It would relieve some stress or some anxiety, and it would impact them positively. Trust me, you want to do this because it's going to make you feel pretty freaking amazing about you. Now, you've removed one of their obstacles. You've actually helped them overcome. That's win-win for both of you, right? So you've unlearned some behavior. You've looked at yourself and figure out how you can level up. And in essence, you're working towards unleashing your undeniable impact, and you're expanding yourself in your circle of influence. Now, remember this. This isn't one of the three, but this is a tip for you guys. Understand that you never have to be a 100% pro, a guru, or a brand master like myself to actually help someone else. All you got to be is one step ahead of them to serve them. Jot that down. I don't have to be a guru. All I need to be is one step ahead of someone else to serve someone else. So number one, unlearn it. Number two, level up. Go ahead and take that tip down. But here we are in this important part of number three of many things that I've done. But specifically, number three, how I've been able to become unbothered. Number three, how I've been able to become unbothered. This is important, guys. A lot of us allow social media, our peers, coworkers, friends, and family that are inside of our network to really dictate what it is that we do. And I need you to become unbothered by the committee of they. Y'all know who they are, the committee of they, so that you can move forward and step out of your shell. I promise you guys, if they were that important, their name would accompany yours on those monthly statements. I mean, a food bill comes to one singular name in most cases, and they is nowhere on that bill. Catch the air quotes. I don't want you to think I'm speaking, Ebonics or anything. Pay attention to the air quotes. Your food bill comes to one singular name, and in most cases, they is nowhere to be found. Mel Robbins, brand ambassador of the 5-second rule, says, you need to hear this loud and clear. No one is coming. It's up to you. Trust the God in you. You were born with everything that you need to do what it is that you were purposed here to do. You were born with everything inside of you. He finished you before he even began you. So look inside you and do it. This is what will allow you to become unbothered, because if you don't, you will always be searching for approval from the committee of they outside of you. Everything's already in you. So really quickly, with the last 2 minutes of my time, do this exercise with me. Close your eyes. For those of you who are stationary, drivers, keep your eyes on the road. I know you're dialed in, you want to get all of this good, but you all focus on the road. For those of you who are stationary, close your eyes and inhale, breathe. Think back to a moment in time where you were really freaking amazing It was all about you. You felt accomplished and proud and powerful and in control of that one thing you managed to pull off all by yourself, especially when others counted you out. I know it feels good right now in that moment. Catch yourself, because I know you're smiling, because it feels good. Now bring that moment to the right now. It's still feeling good, isn't it? You did that. Now, every time life begins to kick your tail, I need you to reach back for that moment and that feeling and realize if you did it once, you can do it again. And guess what? There is no committee of they that can stop that feeling. That's you. That's how you become unbothered. Recently at an Unleash Your Voice event, Mr. Jonas with the Bonus co-signed a statement that I made during the You Are Enough conference in June. And we said that we are among 500 million swimmers that made it. That's powerful. If you never thought that you could swim, unlearn that, because you only needed to swim once and you are here. Unleash that thing and get on with your life. Someone somewhere is waiting for you to do what you are purposed to do so that they can see that they can too. Finally, my name is Martina Britt Yelverton. I know that something that you have heard during this conference has impacted you down to your core. Take that gem and unlearn some behavior so that you can level up your efforts, and finally so that you can become unbothered to unleash your undeniable impact. If you'll locate me across social media and trust me with your most valuable email, I will trust you with more of my transparent journey on how I'm going from evicted to educated. And guys, no, it was not easy. God bless you all. Thank you for your time on today. Thank you for being here and open to receive. And don't miss the gems that are available for you during this conference time. And once you unlearn the behavior and once you move forward and level up, you will become unbothered. God bless you all to your success.
Wow, we already knew what to expect. We knew what she was bringing. I mean, we knew she was coming with the fire and the thunder and the lightning. How you come with fire, thunder, and lightning, Constance? How you come with all three? I don't know. Y'all go ahead. They're already doing it, Martina. They're giving you your love. Give her hand claps. Give her snaps. Give her hearts and fireballs and all those things in the chat, you guys. Was that powerful? I love when she said the two things, my favorite things. Number one, the committee of they. Honey, you've got to get rid of the committee of they. What they said, what they thought, what they think. Somebody is always going to have something to say. They're always going to have an opinion. Their opinion ain't none of your business. It is your job to what? Stay focused on your divine assignment. It is your job to stay focused on showing up for the thing that God said you are meant to do, the impact you are meant to create in the earth. No one has your fingerprint. That means you can't call out and say, can somebody fill in for me today? Like you can your job. No, you can't do that when you're on divine assignment. When you're on divine assignment, you've got to show up. You can't go missing in action on that thing because there's no one who has your gifting. There's no one who has what's been given to you. There's no one who can touch the world the way that you do. So yeah, you've got to show up. So I love that, really abandoning that idea of always having to get validation or approval or permission or having bobbleheads who are all shaking their head like, that's a good idea. Sometimes it's only going to be you. How many of you have ever been the person and only you thought it was a good idea? Just say that's me. If that's ever been you, look, everybody in my team, everybody got their hand up. Like sometimes you have a divine download and only you think it's a good idea. But sometimes you've got to be okay with that being enough. That's just a you and God thing. Come on, type that in your notes. It's a me and God thing. And even if nobody else gets it, if they don't understand it, if they don't have the capacity to understand where I'm going with this thing, it's okay because God got me. That's what we talked about earlier, that faith walk. Having a faith walk and putting action to that faith that if he gave it to me, then he will give me the provision to execute it. SpeakerCon, y'all, started as an idea that I thought was crazy. Do you know why I thought it was crazy? I swear I ain't gonna cry. It's too early to be crying with these lashes and stuff on. I thought it was crazy because I said, who am I? Martina, hear me. I said, who am I to put on SpeakerCon, the annual premier event, conference, and awards gala and convention for speakers? Who am I? I'm new to the game. No, why wouldn't I leave that to one of the greats who have already been in the game for 30 years? Why they're going to think I'm crazy. They're going to think I think I'm somebody because I'm saying I'm going to do it instead of them. And then God said, stop. Stop talking yourself out of what I've assigned you to do. Stop talking yourself out of what I've assigned you to do. I didn't give it to them. I gave it to you. If I'd given it to them, it would already be done. There would already be a speaker con. There's not one because I was waiting to assign it to you. Come on, somebody. There's something that God has assigned to you, and only you can do it. And nobody has done it yet. And you ain't seen the idea out there yet because it wasn't meant for them. Your name was engraved on that blessing. Your name was engraved on that assignment. So honey, when you talk about sometimes it's just you and God who have that agreement that, okay, I'm going to do this thing, even if everybody else thinks it's crazy. Whew, that was it for me. Go ahead, team, because I know y'all like, well, Dr. Cheryl, can we share our takeaway? Because you just taking it all. Go on, y'all. Go on, give it to them.
I love it when she said you only need to be one step ahead in order to serve. And that touched my heart so much because, you know, as a newly licensed person, I thought I had to have all these years of experience. I have the passion, the grit, the know-how, the care for other people. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going out here and I'm going to do my thing. So I appreciate Martina for dropping that seed today. One step ahead. That's all you need.
That's it. We talked about that yesterday, how there are always people who know more than you, but there's so many people who know less than you. Like that's your job, is to maximize that and to monetize that, the thing that you know more about than someone else.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead. I think Trey, yeah.
Mine was unlearn. We keep doing the same thing over and over again, like it is the right thing. It's not working, Trey. Unlearn that thing. Dysfunction is not normal. It's not right. Unlearn it. Learn something new. Get around some people who know what you don't know. Somebody can help you. And another thing that she said was so good was help somebody else. Serve. Unlearn to unleash, to serve that thing that you do the best. And it's only going to come back to you. So Martina, that was excellent. Just excellent. I need to unlearn some things myself, and I don't have a problem. Sometimes we get in our own head and our ego makes us think that we know everything when actually you're in a circle and you're not getting where you want to go because you need to unlearn that one thing and do something different.
Yeah. Really quickly, Natalie and Tanya.
Yeah, I love the exercise that she did too, because oftentimes we do forget those moments that we did accomplish something, that, you know, we did do something, and to be able to go back to those moments and to have that, so that way when we need something, we need to be our own cheerleader, then we have that to be able to push ourselves forward.
Yeah, absolutely. Natalie?
Yes, and that unlearn just spoke to me again, what Trey said, but that it's my responsibility. Like sometimes we say it's someone else's, or I'm waiting on something else, but unlearn is saying I take responsibility for it. I'm ready to do something different, and there are no more excuses. So unlearn, yes.
Unlearn. Wow. Thank you again, Martina. You done just stirred up the room, honey, and you got them ready for who's coming up next. I call him not only coach and mentor, but I call him my friend, because in my mind, I'm his friend. I'm his bestie. I don't know if he knows it, but in my mind, I am his best friend.